Okay, this is a demonstration of how to complete a log entry on the Oasis mobile app and then to complete the sign-off. So here I've logged in as a fictional student, John Smith. Automatically the appropriate list of checklist items shows up based upon what clerkship or other courses the student is enrolled in. And let's say, and this particular one happens to be for PEDS. And you can see the red dot here indicates that not all the requirements have been met so far. Let's look at one of these here. We'll look at PEDS patient encounters. And we'll say that we now saw a child with behavioral or neurological problems. You can see that the sign-off is required for this particular entry. So the student would just click Add, and they would choose the date observed. It will by default grab the current date. In some of these checklists, you'll be asked to put in a particular location. The checklist items vary according to checklist. We'll say it was an outpatient, encounter type, and then we'll say the name of signer. And I'm going to put in myself as a signer. But this would be the name of whoever the attending or resident was that is going to sign the document. This is actually just kind of a check here, because if for some reason the signer process does not work properly, the clerkship coordinator or course coordinator can use this information to track it down and fix it. So we'll hit save. Okay, so that completes the entry part by the learner. Now, if the sign-off, if there is a sign-off required, then the attending or senior resident would go through the sign-off process. So ideally, the learner will go ahead and initiate this on their own phone at that time. So simply click sign-off, and you'll put username or email. So in this case, the learner would ask the person who is going to be signing off what their computing ID is. I'll put in my own here. Now this ideally would be put in by the learner. And so that just makes it easier for the person doing the sign off. And then you'd put in either the Oasis password or the PIN. So the PIN can be created in the Oasis web application under the account of whoever the signer is. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and put in a PIN and check the box for sign off. So you have these two options here, either sign off or sign off denied. But obviously if the sign off is denied, then you would just discuss that with the student and tell them to do it again. Actually, it looks like I didn't put in the PIN correctly. I'm going to go back, and it's just a demo PIN. And you do have the option of putting in comments here as well. And this could be dictated if you would like. You could simply tap the voice and say, okay, and now I'm dictating my note. And it could put in whatever you would like to say there in that dictation. But then the final step is hit the sign off. It loads. It's now complete. So the final step that the learner would need to do at some point in time is hit the sync button, and that then synchronizes the app with the Oasis server. Okay, and everything has synced, everything's complete. So that's how the process works of completing a log entry and getting sign off on the Oasis mobile app.